Hello, I'm Carole. This is my channel Sew Carole, and you are joining me in my sewing room today to chat about the most amazing challenge that's happening in November. It's an Instagram challenge, hashtag a gift to November 23. Now, I'm recording this, my day is today, so we're well into November by now. So day 23, you will have had many videos and many ideas of things to create for this amazing challenge. Why is it amazing? Because the prize list is absolutely incredible. Now, I'm sure you all heard from all the other vloggers all the prizes. For me, obviously the most exciting thing is the sewing machine that will be given. And even though, yeah, we do have sewing machines, all of us, otherwise we wouldn't be sewing, but a spare one is always needed. You know, you've got that awful time where you need to get your machine serviced and you always need a spare. Or it'd be a great gift for somebody else to encourage them to sew. However, there are two other prizes that I'm quite excited about, and that is Adam Sews. The wonderful Adam will be giving his own prize, whatever that may be, and the very talented Michelle Sews Again, she will be creating a piece of dye work apparently, or something. So brilliant. This challenge, of course, was started by Adam from Adam Sews and Alison from Sew Like Dotty, and I will put their links to their channels down below, but I'm sure you've heard of both of those. So what am I, day 23 in the vlogger tour. Yesterday I think was Christine Sews a Lot and Professor Pudge, and today a lady called Jess with Sew What If I Sew. I'm going to check those out in a minute. And also tomorrow we have another one, Bloom Sandwich. Now, I've never heard of that channel and I'm going to check that one out. And this is the great thing about this vlogger tour. I'm finding out loads of channels that I didn't know existed. So it's been amazing. I'm sure you have heard the rules of the competition many times during the vlog tour, but I will just say that if you've got some pictures you'd like to share with people before the 30th of November, then if you use the hashtag a gift to November 23 WIP, WIP on the end, then you can share what you're doing along the line. But for your actual entries, please put your photos onto Instagram and tag in Adam Sews and Sew Like Dotty using that hashtag a gift to November 23, then you'll be entered into the competition. And it can be any sewn project, hand sewn, anything you like. Now, there was one question that I wanted to ask, and I'll just clarify for anybody else, is some of the things, obviously, if I put them on Instagram, a lot of my family watch and pick up my Instagram feeds. So there are things that don't want to share on there, but I would like to enter the competition. So I've messaged Adam and he said, no, that's fine. You can either send your pictures via email to him or Alison and it will still be entered in. Just thought I'd let you know that in case any of you have the same issue, is you don't want to spoil the surprise of the gifts by sharing the photos on Instagram. Anyway, I'm not going to waffle on too much with thousands of gifts ideas because you will have had everything by now. There's been bags, pouches, little things you can make, iPad stands. It's been phenomenal, all these ideas. And as we are heading very nearly into December, we don't need any more ideas. I'm sure by now that you've chosen what you want to make. But I thought I would show you what I'm making this year, and then a bit of a hint around it. And then it's entirely up to you what you do. So I will just say that I'm known on my channel, if I've never met you before, welcome. I'm known on my channel for making a lot of pyjamas, and I use this pattern, Simplicity 9337. I will indeed be making a pair of pyjamas for someone in the family using that pattern this year, but I'm not going to go into more detail. So far, what have I made? I have made some pouches. Now I've talked about this on my hashtag Friday Sews, but this is the pouch pattern that Adam produced last year. I made lots for Christmas last year, and I've done the same this year because I just find them addictive. So this is the medium size, and inside is the small size. I've never made the big size, but I have seen it, and it's a great toilet bag size. So the small size is actually a fantastic size for a glasses case. And I've put a couple of glasses in here, and I use it now as my glasses case because it's brilliant, it's padded, it's safe, and you can fit a good couple of pairs in there. So yeah, just thought I'd let you know, and that gives you an idea of the size of the small one. And then obviously the small one fits in the medium one. But yeah, I'll put the link to his website and his pattern for that. But yeah, I've made a few of those. I've already passed a couple on, so these are some I got left. Earlier on in the year, I made a cover for some tissues, and the idea is that you put it in your glove box of your car. So it's just a soft cover. You take the tissues out of the box, put them in a soft cover, and then you can fit them easily in your glove box in your car. However, I did make quite a few of these, and I have got them around the house. So I've also given them a couple of presents before, but I need to make some more to give as Christmas presents for people. So I will put the link to my tutorial or sew along down below. But yeah, that's something else I've made. One thing that was new to me this year that I really wanted to make was I'd seen on some channels little wallets, card wallets, and I am a huge fan of the enormous channel Lara from Sew Very Easy, and I get really taken in by all the things that she creates. Absolutely fabulous. She did a little tutorial for a card wallet. Now it has got a curved front, so the idea is it's a lot of folding, and it's only one little line of stitching all the way around, gets you the thing. You have got some option to do a bit of hand stitching inside, but this is a snap wallet, and as you can see I've got 3 cards in there. Now I've made this for my family because it's a Disney one and they are Disney mad, and I thought they could actually keep their Disney tickets in there. So they will be having this one, but I'm going to make another one for myself and certainly then get cracking on them to give them to family, because I think it's a good little thing for those store cards you don't want to fill your purse with. Now, I didn't realise the lovely Sam from So Let's Sparkle with Sam actually also did a tutorial for this, and if you didn't like the curved version, hers is more or less the same, but it's actually a straight version. I mean, obviously I've only curved this round because that's what Lara in the Sew Very Easy pattern did. But yeah, she's also got an absolute fantastic tutorial out on it, and I will link that below because I think some other people's on this Vlogmas tour have actually talked about it. So yeah, I'm really pleased with that. So what I've really been doing in bulk is making fabric boxes. As you can see, I've got some here. Now, this again was from Sew Very Easy, and fantastic little thing to make. It really doesn't take long at all. The story behind it is I'm quite old school, and if I like writing notes and reminder notes for things, and beside my bed I have a pile of little jotter paper, just a pile of paper, and in the middle of the night if I remember something, I know I'll forget it by the morning, so I quickly jot it down and I have it for the next morning. But I had all these pieces of paper because the box it came in just fell apart years ago. And I thought, there's got to be something I can make. Surely I can make a fabric box for it. And that is how I came across this pattern. So if I show you this one. So all I've done is work out the size for this box. And I've ordered jotters, memo block refills from Amazon's, and I'm going to put them in there. Now I'm just going to link you to another bit of video because it was one that I actually did and has already been given out as a birthday present. This is a little box I made, but it's going for a present, hence I couldn't show it in the Gift to November video. But what I've done is, this is slightly pearlized fabric. I have put the jotter pads in the middle, and for this one I haven't put buttons. I've just put little, got some little beads off Amazon, and I've just sewn them on and tacked down those flaps. And now I'm going to just link you to a video, describes a bit more how you do this very last piece. Now, the tutorial I watched was brilliant, but I did get a little bit confused at one point. So if I just put this quick video in how I made this, that might clarify a few points for you. So I've quilted all my pieces together. So I'm not going to show you how I do it all, but it's just 3 squares. So 2 squares of contrasting fabric or whatever you want to do. And it's got fusible fleece in the middle. I've sewn the 3 together, flipped it, top stitched around the outside to seal the edges, and then I've just done some simple quilting, so top to bottom, side to side, and the corners, because of course that will then create on the bottom of the box, you've got the star shape. So what you need to do is decide which of the flaps you want to come over, so which way you want it, whether you want the spots to be on the outside, for example, or the spots to be on the inside. So I want the spots to be coming over, so I want the spots on the inside and the dark on the outside, and this is the only bit that actually confused me. So with the fabric that you want on the outside, you start with it facing up at you. The triangle bits will be on the outside, but first of all you fold it up exactly in half, and we're going to mark off these corners. You're going to mark them with a 45 degree angle, and the length of this line here dictates the height of the box. That took me a while to understand, I must admit. So you want a 45 degree line here. The height of this box I want to be 2.5 inches. So making sure that it is a 45 degree angle, because I have got some fancy lines on here which I kind of know-ish how to use. I make it so I draw 2 lines either side with some kind of marker pen for 2.5, because that is the height that I want my box to be. I don't know if you can see, but in marker pen I've done the lines either side. I'm not going to pin it or anything yet, because what I want to do is turn this around, keeping the spots facing upwards, and do exactly the same thing on these corners. So that was the corner we did first of all, and now I want to do exactly the same here, 2.5 inches either side, and draw a line. So I now have these 2 corners marked. I'm going to go over, I might as well pin them now, and I'm going to go over and sew those lines across there. So when I've sewn those, I will open this out and I will sew down these lines. So I could pin them down now, but it's actually easier just to leave them unpinned and then fold it up and sew those lines. So you end up with this, and doesn't that remind you of that old child's game? Obviously I've got to trim all my threads off, but this is the cool bit. All you do now is you flip it in outside, pressing the corners out, and then the idea is you will then have your corners down. So this is where I put buttons on them, or I put a little jewel on them. I think as this for a man, I'm going to put some buttons on there. Now, you can sew these inner flaps down, and I have done. I've actually tacked them down before, but I don't see them as a negative. I know my husband said, oh, I don't like those bits in there, but actually they can be really handy, because you can, as I've said before, you could slot stuff in when it's all sewn out. So I don't see them as a negative at all. So yeah, I'm going to give it all a good press, tack these down, these flaps, and it should be all ready for my jotters to go in there. So you can make these boxes any size you want to do, you have got a set formula, which I will actually write in the description box down below, but it is on the Sew Very Easy site. So I will certainly send you in her direction, because she's brilliant at tutorials. But I've made a few different sizes. I've made this bigger one here. All you have to do is kind of decide what size you want the base, and you kind of work from there, and how tall. I've got another two here. I really like this one, so I did another one slightly bigger, so you could actually give those two stacked together as a present, and it's up to them what people do with them. But I bought these jotter blocks, and I think that it's quite a good idea, but we shall see if it's just me being old school writing notes down. But as you say, the possibilities are endless. This one here, I just sewed some little beads on the corner. Haven't quite finished that one yet, but yeah, that is what I'm doing in bulk this year. And then depending on who I'm giving to them, I'll fill them with just little treats, or even if it's a little small one, I can put some chocolates in there or something, or go back to that. But that is what I will be making this year, and they're such fun. I think once you've quilted it, or you don't even have to quilt it that much. I mean, you can see that I've only done my kind of star easy shape. Once you've done that, it literally takes 10 minutes. It's 2 seams, you're done. Now, I really hope you enjoyed just some of my ideas and enjoyed watching this video. It's been lovely to have you here, and I feel thrilled that I was invited to join on this Vlogmas tour for A Gift to November, along with so many talented YouTubers out there. I do hope you'll join me again in my sewing room in the near future, and I look forward and as it is Thanksgiving today, if there's anyone in the US that is watching this video today, I just want to wish you a happy Thanksgiving. Hope to see you all again soon, and bye for now. Have an amazing Christmas.